Welcome to this interactive study guide on populations, a key topic in AQA A-level biology. In the next few minutes, we'll break down population growth curves, the mark-release-recapture method, and ecological succession. You'll learn how to interpret data, apply mathematical techniques, and avoid common exam pitfalls. Let's dive in. Let's map out the core concepts. A population is a group of organisms of the same species living together. Under ideal conditions, populations can grow exponentially, but environmental resistance, like limited food or predators, slows growth. The carrying capacity is the maximum sustainable size. Succession describes how communities change over time, from pioneer species to climax community. From your notes, population growth typically follows an S-shaped logistic curve. Initially, a lag phase as the population establishes, then exponential growth when resources are plentiful. Finally, growth slows as the population approaches the carrying capacity, where birth and death rates balance. Remember, the J-shaped curve represents unchecked exponential growth, which rarely occurs in nature. The mark-release-recapture method is a key technique for estimating population size. First, capture a sample, mark them harmlessly, and release. After allowing time for mixing, capture a second sample, count the total captured and how many are marked. Then use the formula. N equals M times C divided by R. Be aware of assumptions. Marks must not affect survival. Individuals must mix randomly. And no significant immigration, emigration, births or deaths between samples. Let's work through a typical exam question. A student marks 40 woodlice, then later captures 50 with 10 marked. Using the formula N equals 40 times 50 divided by 10, giving 200. But why might this be an overestimate? If the marking makes woodlice more visible to predators, fewer marked individuals survive to be recaptured, so R is lower than expected, leading to an overestimate. Always consider assumptions. Common mistakes include mixing up the phases of growth curves. Remember the lag, exponential, and stationary phases. For mark-release-recapture, always list assumptions. Also know the difference between primary succession, starting on bare rock, and secondary succession, on existing soil. Examiners love to test these distinctions. Always define key terms like carrying capacity in your answers. To wrap up, you now understand population growth curves, the mark-release-recapture method, and succession. Remember the phases of logistic growth, the formula for estimating population size, and the assumptions behind it. Apply these concepts to exam questions by linking theory to data. Good luck with your revision.